Blimey.
What you got there? Is that more gear?
Oh, not more gear.
Really? More gear? Show me.
Blimey.
I want one of those.
You're having a laugh. In one gear and at the other. Cycle of gas.
Hello. All right. My name's Matt. Welcome to Cycle of Gas. In one gear, out the other. So what are we doing here then? Always a good question. Always a good question. To which the answer often is, who bloody knows? I'm just going to pop that up a bit. So, well, you know from the title of the video, we're talking about... Well, I don't know if I can't do a sound check. So this is going to be Sans sound check, this one. So what we are going to look at is, well, this is a companion piece to the PedalScapes Year of Gear 2025. So what does that mean? Good question. Well, what it means is, my name's Matthew Elvis Brown. I run Cycle of Gas, and Cycle of Gas is a sister or companion channel to PedalScapes, which I also run, and I've been running for some years now. So it's sort of, what's PedalScapes? Well, I use pedals to create soundscapes, PedalScapes. So basically it's me having an ambient jam without the luxury of having a band of musicians to play with. I began to have my creative outlet as a YouTube jam, and that's what it is. It's just an improv. Usually all of the, you know, you see my brain whirring as I think, where do I go from here? And you know, eventually figure it out if I take a less sonorous route. I usually end up back somewhere in melody land, hopefully. Well, guitar is hard. I play pedals. Thank you, Robert Keeley. And yeah, so with that in mind, the Year of Gear 2025 for PedalScapes was just a look at what gear I press go on, what I was influenced to buy. And being Cycle of Gas, some of that is what I was influenced to sell as well. So, I mean, I'll talk about that a little bit. So I bought 3 guitars came in this year, and I'm still gassing on one, and the year's not over yet. So let's get that straight. Okay. So first off, I mean, the eBay Jazzmaster with the Creamery wide range humbuckers. I mean, what a find. I mean, the cost of that guitar was about the cost of the value of those humbuckers. And it's a lovely guitar. I gave it a little bit of a, you know, I swapped out the trem for a slightly better than the stock Squire. I swapped out for a Mustang bridge, and I swapped the tuners out for locking Geikers. And jolly, I mean, it was a nice guitar anyway. But it's even nicer now. So I do enjoy playing that. So, yeah, there you go. I mean, choose wisely. Be careful if you're buying modded Squires from eBay. But, hey, it was a little bit of a risk. I mean, I could have sent it back if it was totally rubbish. But it wasn't. It was jolly good. And there was good communication from the chap selling it as well. So I was fairly confident to take a punt. And then another Jazzmaster, the Troy Van Leeuwen. Troy Van Leeuwen. Trouble getting the old speech apparatus in gear today. Anyway, it was the lovely metallic Oxblood TVL Troy Van Leeuwen Jazzmaster, and a very nice thing it is too. I must admit. I mean, it's got the vintage style Jazzmaster pickups in. It looks gorgeous. Bought it with my eyes again. I was gassing after it for some time, and yeah, I would say probably eBay wins out over the Troy for me, but the Troy's a keeper too. And then the other guitar that I bought was around summertime. I went for I saw it. Who was it? Oh man, the Aussie guy. He did a demo of the Artist Guitars AS72. The Aussie guy. That narrows it down a bit, doesn't it? What's his blooming name? A really great chap. Does great pedal demos. Oh, if I remember his name, I'll pop it up there somewhere. Whatever. Brett Kingman is the chap I'm trying to think of. Did a lovely demo of the AS72 Relic. Relic is the word. So I thought, blimey, I'm going to get one of those. So, yeah, I did no more, 320 odd quid. And within a few weeks, it turned up. Lovely flat radius on the fretboard, couple of little tweaks and a restring. Very nice guitar. So there you go. We're already like 3 guitars and we're barely scratching the surface. So, you know, we I'd say eBay Jazzmaster has won the year for me anyway. So, but this is Cycle of Gas, not PedalScapes. So we got rid of some. So I gifted from about 5 years ago, I got the Harley Benton Fusion 2. Gorgeous thing. I gifted that to the son of a friend. And I sold Squier Paranormal 12. Yeah. So I sold the first Jazzmaster shaped object that I'd purchased, the Squier Paranormal 12. And I also sold the Epiphone Casino because it was gathering dust and I wasn't using it. I wasn't really enjoying it. So there's 3 guitars out. I mean, I was enjoying the Harley Benton, which I gave to a friend's son, and he's enjoying it now. It was good to know. And the other 2 were nice guitars, you know, barely any signs of use, and they've gone to homes that can enjoy them now. So, and I think I may have given another Harley Benton away, but I've offered it to said person who's a friend who's emigrating. So I said, look, if that fits in your luggage and you want to take it with you, take it with you. But I'll find out. If that's the case, then that will be 4 out and 3 in, which leaves space for that one to come in. I'm still hankering for the PRS Clio, the SE Clio. Anyway, I mean, I've had Keeleys and Analog Mans, but largely it's been a year of exploring the dreaded B. The dreaded B. Yes, that's right. Behringer. Oh my God. Makes mere mortals quake in their boots at the sound of Behringer. So it really is a Marmite. It's a love or hate thing with Behringer. And a lot of people, I mean, Josh from JHS talks them up and recognises their value and everything. But they've been a bit out there this year. I mean, directly, shamelessly copying trade dress and everything else. It's not just IP. So on the one hand, you could say Behringer bringing things that are no longer available into the hands, affordably into the hands. And that was the spirit with which I made these purchases. Yeah, so the same day that Behringer announced that meatball, and I must admit, as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh God, I'm going to get another Behringer, aren't I? I saw an announcement from Thorpe on Facebook, from Adrian Thorpe, saying, oh, we've had to bring this announcement forward for obvious reasons. And he said, we're reviving the brand in 2026. Good quality pedals from the original creator. And it really brought it home for me, because it's kind of weird in pedal land, isn't it? You know, because these circuit schematics seem to be treated like public domain. It's a bit like guitar body shapes, you know. Leo Fender and was a bit late in trying to get a patent, and by the time he could get a patent in, that so many people had copied his guitars, the Telly and Strat shape, that they threw it out, you know, and they said all that you can patent is your logo and the headstock shape, which is why we now get these T-shaped objects and S-shaped objects with different headstocks and logos and stuff, which is, you know, again, it technically it's IP. I mean, you could say Leo was just doing a single cut, was it like a one-dimensional copy of the carved Les Paul shape, which was a copy of, I don't know, Merle Travis's guitar or some other early prototype electric, although Gibson were there quite early on with their jazz boxes with the Charlie Christian stuff and everything. Anyway, you see, the waters get murky. We get these creative geniuses who come up with really good stuff, and then the money men get involved and it all gets wrecked. So I'm tending to sympathise with Thorpe at the moment. So I haven't placed a pre-order for the meatball. Did I call it a cheese ball earlier? I don't know. Fucking hell. It's called the meatball. I haven't placed a pre-order for it with Behringer's resellers. Usually I go through Anderson's or Gear for Music or something. I've decided to hold off on that. In fact, I messaged Thorpe and said, congratulations on the new venture. Put me down for a meatball, please. And I meant that. I'd rather pay a bit more and have the money go to the original creators. I mean, obviously it's different with a clone, but you understand it. You know, the guy was making boutique pedals before boutique pedals were a thing. Where Bill, whatever his, sorry Bill, can't remember your surname. Yeah, so he was right to take Behringer to task for their copying of his trade dress. That's all he could do. He can't have a go at people for copying his circuit ideas anymore because it's, excuse me, it's out in the wild, isn't it? You know, so fucking hell, blimey. It's a bit hit and miss, isn't it? I mean, it's like singers and songwriters, isn't it? You know, I mean, I've been in band situations where everyone's been involved in coming up with the ideas. They've all had input, but there's one person who said, "Oh, it was my idea initially. I'm taking it all." You know, I just think that's very fucking selfish and mean-spirited, and you're just a fucking con artist. You know what I mean? You're just taking shit away from other people, you know, who've come up with the ideas or even shown you the ideas, and you've just taken it and fucking copyrighted it and made it your own. Anyway, I'm getting into, well, it's the territory of truth, isn't it, really? I mean, look at the fucking Beatles, Lennon and McCartney. I mean, they had fucking one of the greatest songwriters of all time in their band, fucking George Harrison. They fucking wouldn't throw him a bone, would they? You know what I mean? You know, Jagger and Richards. I mean, how much input did fucking Brian Jones and Charlie Watts and Bill Wyman have on those songs? Do you know what I mean? I mean, the whole fucking blues thing. I mean, it was Brian Jones' band, wasn't it? The fucking blues band and everything. That's where they come from. They joined his band. You know what I mean? So it does, yeah, all these fucking greedy bastards, just fucking self-serving. And funnily enough, it's kind of quite a nice coincidence that often bands who've wound up being my favourite bands are the sort of bands where the song is credited to the band. The Stranglers. It's just all of the band. The Damned. It's all of the band, you know? But for the Doors, maybe quite a bit of it is credited to all of them. Sometimes they're a bit one person and the other person, Robbie or Jim or whatever, Robbie and Jim. Yeah, so that was my approach. Whenever I get in a band situation, even if I'm writing the fucking songs, I'll say, whatever we come up with, it's the band. And it could be a nightmare moving forward, but Oh, look, come on. We all get stuck in this sort of, this way of thinking, this fantasy land. It don't fucking matter, really, does it? Unless you're fucking John Lennon or fucking Paul McCartney or Mick Jagger or Keith Richards. It really doesn't fucking matter, because Spotify's going to take all your money, or AI's going to fucking rip off your ideas and sell it as its own anyway, you know. So we're all in a fucking pickle of a jam, aren't we, Neddy? Eh? You know. So, yeah. I mean, AI is bollocks. I have said that before. We will reiterate it. They did. There was a pedal released a couple of years ago. I mean, it's all flash in the pan at the moment. It's all very AI this, AI that. Robots taking over. Blah blah blah. But you know, even a few years ago, they were telling AI to design a pedal, and it just came up with some boring fucking tube screamer clone. Do you know what I mean? And all these. Am I really rambling on about AI again? Well, people get, I want AI to do my fucking work for me. But up to the point where AI is taking your fucking job over, you don't want it doing your work for you then, do you, you lazy bastard? Do you know what I mean? So IP. Yeah, so, yeah. Obviously, I've had fun with Behringer. I've had my moments. The vintage delay is fucking brilliant. And superb value for money. If you were stuck and you wanted to pay, you know, 20 for analog delay. If you were stuck, bosh, done, job done. And some of the videos have been popular. The B-Tron envelope filter. It's my most viewed video this year. So clearly people are into these pedals, and that's what people are into. But you know, there's lots of other nice filter pedals out there. I will do a filter pedal shootout in the coming year for a PedalScapes thing. You know, we'll get the Analog Man, the Keeley neutrinos, yeah, the V1 and V2, and I've got a couple of other ones, so some cheaper ones, a obscure Japanese one, and we'll get those out and do a little. Maybe I'll just load up a couple of samples in a looper and literally do an A/B test with them. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So yeah, IP. Let's have a thought for the good people and the brain power of these good people who create good stuff in our world. You know, nice stuff for our enjoyment, whether that's creative output is music or art or design. It'd be a shit fucking world without them. So we should kind of respect these people, and they should be adequately compensated for the hard work that they do. I'm going to leave it there and say thank you for watching. This has been Cycle of Gas, a companion piece to the PedalScapes Year of Gear 2025, YoG, YoG. The PedalScapes YoG 2025. Thanks for watching. Come along, watch another video. Like, subscribe, comment. Join us on patreon.com/PedalScapes. And I hope to see you soon. Cheers. My name's Matt. Bye-bye.
Blimey.
What you got there? Is that more gear?
Oh, not more gear.
Really? More gear. Show me.
Blimey.
I want one of those.
You're having a laugh. In one gear and at the other.